Hello, so I'm here to talk to you about an app called Coughdrop. It is an app used for people who cannot speak with their voice for whatever reason. So, people with disabilities who are limited to using devices in order to speak the way that I would, or that other people who use their voices daily would use. And this is something that most people take for granted, but some people, really have to depend on technology in order to communicate the way that others of us do naturally without any technology. So this is the Coughdrop app. Oof. I'm going to try and change the brightness on my screen so that you can see it. There we go. Okay, so this is the keyboard on my phone, and I am also going to show you the app on the computer. And there are pluses and minuses to each. Obviously, what's nice about this is it's small, it's portable, it's a lot easier to carry around than a laptop. Everyone carries around their phone. Well, not everyone, but a large majority of people carry their phones around daily. And typing on this is kind of like typing a text message. So I can say, hello. I don't think my volume's on. Hang on. So I can say
Hello.
hello. Okay. Now, have you noticed while I was typing the word, it kept trying to pronounce it preemptively. So I can say the word to.
Do.
To. Okay, so while it is nice to have this and to have this speech, it's not perfect. It definitely is a little bit slower, pronounces things as I'm typing them, and doesn't wait. If I wanted to, there are different things that that are saved on here through pictures that are nice to use. So. And it does have predictive text. So I said would, and it gives me some options, you, be, etc. So would you. Here's some other things. It's kind of like predictive text.
You.
But let's say I'm trying to say, would you go to the store with me? So I have would you so far, right? So let's try that from the beginning. Me saying it now, would you go to the store with me? Versus on here. Would you go to the store with me?
Would. You. G. Go. T. Do. S. Store. Wit. With. Me.
As you can see, it's very choppy. It's a lot harder to understand than regular speech. It starts pronouncing things as I'm typing them. I can have them say it again.
Would you go to the store with me?
After I type it, but obviously that's a lot slower than me just saying it now, and not everyone's going to premeditate everything they're going to say throughout the day. I do think the computer version is better, so I will be showing you that in just a minute. The computer. So Coughdrop is a program that's used for people who need devices in order to communicate. And Coughdrop will say words for you. There are two options to how you can type the words in. So I can press the letters on the screen, or I can type it on my keyboard. I like typing it on the keyboard better. I think it's faster. I think it's easier to understand. So if I type 2 by clicking the buttons on the screen,
Two.
it pronounces the T before I can click the O. Because it is saying things faster than I can click. Now when I type on the keyboard, it doesn't have time to say the T before I type the O in. So I do think that the keyboard's easier to use with this. There are pluses and minuses to clicking the letters versus typing on the keyboard. For example, if I type too fast for the voice, it will not say all the words that I type. So here's an example. Say I'm a high school student and I'm trying to ask somebody to prom.
You. 2. Prom.
I typed it too fast, so it can't actually say it right when I say it. Now I can say, remember this, and then have it say it later.
Do you want to go to prom?
But if it were a spur of the moment, spontaneous thing, it wouldn't be as easy to do. I would have to wait for the speaker to get all the words out, which can be frustrating because we don't always premeditate the things that we are going to say to someone. So if I wanted to say something spontaneous, I would have to wait for the voice. I couldn't just type it how fast I would normally type. I'd have to wait for her to catch up with me.
Do you want to go to prom? Prom.
Versus this.
Do you want to go to prom?
So you can see it's a lot less choppy, a lot less broken up if you can pre-type it, but it would be nice if while you were typing it, you were able to get that normal speed of voice. Otherwise, I like that there's multiple options. Some people may need to click on the screen versus typing on a keyboard for whatever reason they might have. And it's nice to have the pictures as well, so you can click on different picture boards and get greetings.
Good evening.
And it'll do both words for you there. Even though the picture just says evening, they say good evening. It's got a screen for needs. So your basic needs are here, your body's here in case something's going on with your body. So today I've discussed with you how to use Coughdrop in both the phone app version and the computer version. I think that Coughdrop is definitely easier to use on the computer, although practically it would be easier to carry your phone around rather than a full-size computer all day. I just think that the smoothness of communication is easier to get on the computer and faster than on the app. As you saw with the app, there's really no way to stop the speaker from saying the letters as you're typing the word, which would be very frustrating because basically you would have to type out your phrase and have the person repeat it, pretty much every phrase that you're saying, in order for it to sound as smooth as a non-disabled person's speech. Someone even who types it on the computer is going to have to type slowly so that they can wait for the voice to catch up, or type ahead of time and have it repeat later. So there's a lot more thought that has to go into speaking when you're a student who uses AAC to communicate. So that would definitely be a challenge, because even with the easiest mode of communication, they're either going to have to slow down their speech or repeat their speech in order for it to come out clearly. So thank you for watching my reflection. I hope that it was helpful to see both the computer version and the phone app version. And one more thing before I go, I do want to say that the developers of the Coughdrop app were super helpful. I talked to a few different people from the company who helped me figure out how to type words onto the keyboard instead of just touching on the screen. Communication was fast. The people were very, very polite. So that's one huge plus that I have to say for the Coughdrop app, is that those that work for Coughdrop are extremely helpful. So if I had to use an AAC, I might use Coughdrop simply for the fact that their staff is super supportive and helpful. Alright, well, have a great day, and I will hopefully be talking to you all in class later. Thank you. Bye.